The following is a Broncos Broadcast Network production.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Broncos Broadcasting Network. I'm Samaya and here are the stories for this week's broadcast. We look back at our top 5 public service announcements from this past year. BBN News begins now. Public service announcements highlights a current issue in society and brings awareness to a problem. Today we look back on the top 5 public service announcements created by the Broncos Broadcasting Network this school year.
Oh my God, what have you been? Are you okay?
Three. Trapped in the scroll. Hours disappear, but nothing changes. The average person spends over 2.5 hours a day on social media. That's over 38 days a year gone. It drains your mind, fuels anxiety, steals real-life moments. It's time to escape, set limits, unplug, reconnect with reality. Unplug to live. Your story is out here, not just on a screen.
Social media, a magical place where you can be connected to anyone, anywhere. But a fierce monster roams this land. Social media addiction. If you get caught by this monster, it won't let you go. You can doom scroll for hours on end and lose sight of reality. You can get urges to use social media all the time and possibly become restless when you're not on a media platform. This monster holds around 10% of the US population. That's almost 34 million people. And worldwide, over 210 million are suffering. This situation may seem hopeless, like social media addiction can't be defeated, but it can. There are several hotlines to call, along with medical professionals and therapists who can help you defeat this monster. Social media addiction needs to be stopped, and we can't do it without you.
I heard that he ate the neighbor's dog.
Ooh, yeah, that one's good. I once heard the reason Mr. Richards is out is because of yours. You know, I've heard what they say about you. I don't believe what they're saying is true. I think they make fun of you just because you look different. That's okay. You remind me of me. Don't listen to what the other people say about you, man. I think you're cool. So, like, what class is your 6th? I have ceramics, 6th period. Oh man, really? You're our new kid? Yeah, I guess so. Heard that the class was fun. Wanted to try it out. Man, you'll love it.
And now for the best of Samaya Hampton.
Good morning, Broncos, and welcome to Bronco Broadcasting Network.
Our school resource officers are here on campus to help protect our campus. Samaya has more about their role on campus.
Thank you. Today we'll be talking to Officer Marion and Garcia. How do you feel about the new safety regulations compared to last year?
I think it's a fantastic direction that we're headed, and we should do it more frequently.
I like the idea. I believe it's going to keep a lot of our children safe at the schools.
How do you feel about the major increase in the student population this year?
It was expected, and I encourage more. Let's move to Florida.
Well, I mean, we have enough resources here, so we were ready for it.
What is your favorite part about your job?
Getting to see all of you every day. It's better than going to Disney World.
Impacting children in a positive manner, building bridges.
Hi Broncos, I'm Samaya, and today I'm going to be giving you upcoming events of what's happening at Davenport High School. Today, November 11th, was no school because it was Veterans Day. The week of November 14th, intern reports will be distributed all week. The following Friday, there will be early release on November 18th. The week after that, there will be Thanksgiving break from November 21st to the 25th. That's it, Broncos.
Samaya has more information on the DHS National Honor Society.
Hi, I'm Samaya with BBN News, and today we interviewed Mr. Desheen on NHS.
NHS is a after-school activity club where students with specific requirements can come together, volunteer. It's helpful to join. You can do scholarships and other activities that will look good for college, and it's open to students in grades 10 through 12.
What are the requirements to join NHS?
As I just mentioned, it is a club for 10th through 12th grade students with a maintained weighted GPA of 3.3 or higher.
What are the benefits of joining NHS?
Some of the benefits of joining NHS include volunteer hours, scholarship opportunities, college information, and a bunch of other activities around campus and in the community.
When are NHS meetings?
Meetings are generally the first week of every month.
A special thanks to Christy Sampson of Legacy Mutual Mortgage for her sponsorship of Broncos Athletics. This sponsorship allowed DHS Athletics to purchase a painting robot that will paint our football, baseball, soccer, and softball fields. Samaya has more information.
Hi, I'm Samaya, and today we interviewed Coach Gables on the new field painting robot.
I'm going to tell you about the robot that we got. It's called Turf Tank. Give a little shameless promo for Turf Tank. And it's actually a field painting robot. What the robot does is it paints football, soccer, girls flag football. It also does baseball and softball. And it's hooked to a GPS system here at school that we have to use. And once we've set up all the fields, then I basically get to go out there, fill it up with paint, and watch it work. And about every 45 minutes, I have to refill it with paint. It takes about half the time that it does when Coach Riggs and I used to have to do it. It's about 8 hours before, and so now it takes about 4.5, depending on how intricate I get the designs on the field. For example, we put in the word Broncos at the end zones this past football game, and it took about an hour and a half to do the hash marks and the word Broncos. We are leasing this. We didn't outright purchase it because it's a $60,000 purchase. So we are actually only leasing it, and I am sharing the lease with Fort Meade High School. Their AD over at Fort Meade and I went in together so that we could kind of split this up and start it. We're one of 4 schools in Polk County right now that is using the Turf Tank for our robotic painting field needs.
So the years prior to this, one of us coaches or a couple coaches would have to go out to the field and take a couple hours to paint the field themselves. So talking about doing it during midday, early afternoon when it's super hot out, it's pain. It's real tedious. So with the football robot, we're good to go. It's already computer pre-programmed. Just hit a button, it's out the field doing it itself, and us coaches can do their job, whether it's teaching or watching film, other things like that. So it's definitely a big help to it.
I'm Samaya Hampton with the Broncos Broadcasting Network.
Advanced placement classes are more commonly known as AP classes, give students an opportunity to take college-level courses while being enrolled in high school. Samaya has more information on our AP Government course.
Hi, I'm Samaya with BBN, and today we're learning more about our AP Government classrooms.
To get in the AP Government class, you need to have scored either a 4 or 5 on the writing section of the state exam, and overall have really high grades in all your classes.
While AP and regular government cover the same basics, there are some differences.
So the main difference between AP Government and regular U.S. government has to be the rigorous amount of work that you're given in not only the classroom, but also outside the classroom. The class is geared towards college level, so you're going to be given college level work. It also goes a lot more in depth into some things that we don't necessarily go in depth in regular U.S. government as well. My favorite thing about AP Gov is the ability to really go in depth into some of the court cases and other things that are very important that shaped policy in the United States.
I really enjoy learning about the Supreme Court cases because I feel like they affect life as it keeps going, and it's not as much about the past.
AP Government uses current events in their curriculum.
It's a lot more present to what's going on right now than like always learning about the past. So it's good because we can apply it to what like is going on in real life.
I mean, it might be kind of difficult for some people that are not disciplined in the sense of studying, but if you're disciplined and commit yourself to the class, you can pass normally. Not easily, but normally.
Jexel shares his favorite thing about the class.
The Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union, which was like the form of government before the modern constitution.
This is Samaya with the Broncos Broadcasting Network.
Davenport High School has a number of advanced placements which allows students to potentially earn college credit while still enrolled in high school. Samaya has more information on our AP English Lit class.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're learning about AP English classes with Miss Sullivan.
AP Lang or AP Language and Composition involves learning about rhetoric, argument, how to analyze how people are giving speeches or what they're saying, as well as more on the nonfiction side of English. AP Literature and Composition involves reading a lot of like the classic books, a lot of literature, fiction books, and analyzing them literary-wise, as well as poetry and analyzing those. It's a lot more in depth on the literature aspect versus the fiction aspect than the nonfiction aspect.
Miss Sullivan explains what led her to teach AP English.
I was interested in trying, if I had ever taught it before, and if I would be interested in trying. I hadn't taught it before this year, and I said that I'd be willing to give it a shot and kind of just take the leap. And I love reading, and I always love to see how people can explore with it.
Right now we're reading Frankenstein and kind of like analyzing all the characters and plot points throughout the chapters we're doing. We're on like 4 through 8 now, something like that. I'm excited to see what other books she picks us to check out.
We're currently working on a PowerPoint. We were like assigned a character from a Disney movie and a villain, and I got Bowler Hat Guy from Meet the Robinsons. I heard Bowler Hat Guy. I love him. And so basically throughout the year we've learned different topics about how to write rhetorical analysis and stuff. So we're writing topics on that. Something I'm really excited for is to see everybody's projects that we're working on right now, because I feel like it's going to be really fun, and just see everyone's drawings and how they've taken this.
Samaya with the BBN News.
With the end of the school year approaching, the class of 2024's time at DHS is coming to an end. Samaya has more information on our upcoming senior events.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're learning more about upcoming senior events.
Class of 2024, very excited with the things that we have planned. Santa Hats was definitely one of my favorite events that we did last year. I'm excited that we brought that back. And most of all, having our graduation date, probably the biggest date for our seniors in the spring. Hopefully we all get there. And, my expectation is all of our seniors get to graduate at Davenport High School together. So looking forward to that.
I'd love to take some time and talk about our
our senior dues and what those include and what those seniors are going to get if they do pay their dues. So this year we're doing a world tour theme. We're taking our senior Broncos on a little bit of a world tour. Their shirt that gets included, which includes our design this year for the 2024 class, has all the tour dates on the back, which is all the things that they can participate when they pay their dues and check them off as they go. So each of the events kind of gets them a gift. Our first one is coming up on December 5th, which is our Hot Cocoa Drive-In. It's kind of a revisit for our seniors to go back to grade school and spend some time with each other. We get to watch a Christmas movie, have some sugar cookies, drink some hot cocoa, spend time with each other, and they get their first of their senior items, which is their exclusive Davenport High School Santa hat they can enjoy around campus through the month of December. And so throughout the year, we'll have more and more events. We'll post those on our board back here so that you guys can see what those dates are. Some of those things are going to include a senior barbecue on our last day of school. It's going to include getting their senior T-shirt at the beginning of the third quarter or their last semester here on campus. It's kind of like a kickoff, starting off their last semester with us so that we can send them off right and send them out to college and enjoy the world.
And I'm very looking forward to the Hot Cocoa Drive-In. I really love hot cocoa, and definitely with good weather, it's going to be great.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
The boys basketball team is midway through their season. Samaya has more information with Coach Jones about how this season has progressed and strategies on how to finish this season strong.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're checking in with Coach Jones on the basketball team's progress.
Just here to talk to you a little bit about the first half of the season. I felt like this year we got off to a pretty good start. At this point in time now, we're sort of at a crossroads right now. We have to get back to playing the game the right way. I think we got to start playing inside out a little more, and then I think we can get back on track. So we're about at the halfway mark at this point in time. So we're looking to come down the home stretch and get back to our style of play. We're looking forward to a competitive second half of the season and a district title run. We still feel like we have a chance to win the district tournament.
I feel like our first half of the season is a bumpy road, but I feel like the second half we're going to put Davenport on our backs. I feel like we came through a lot of losses, but it made us come over adversity. Most of us are knowing our weaknesses, and we're about to be coming off more powerful. So I feel like it's something to scare to watch out for.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Samaya has more information on senior photos and senior quotes.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're discussing senior pictures and quotes.
Hi, I'm Mr. Moody, and I'm just taking a moment to explain to the seniors about some picture questions that a lot of seniors have been having, and about the January 31st final date. So if you have had your pictures taken by Katie already, you don't need to do anything else. Your pictures are ready to go. You are already included in the yearbook. Please make sure you fill out your senior quotes so that you have all the correct information for your portraits. However, if you are a person that has not had their pictures taken, the time has come where if you want to be included in the book, you must take action. So the yearbook staff will be at all of the lunches signing you up for your last chance photograph. And what that is a free service where Katie comes to campus. We take just your formal photograph so that you can be included in the yearbook. You cannot purchase this photograph. Your family cannot purchase this photograph. It is literally so that we can make sure that you make it into the yearbook. And we do want you to be a part of our yearbook, and so do your classmates. If you are going to try to get your professional photographs, your candids, and your professional formal photograph taken, you can still do that if you can get an appointment before January 31st. They will not take your portrait for yearbook after January 31st. You can do that by signing up katie.com and creating an appointment and going in for that appointment. If you are not going to do that, if you're just going to get your formal photograph taken, then please make sure you're finding one of our yearbook staff during lunch at the table there, signing up, getting your pass out of class so that you can get your picture taken.
And the deadline's coming up on the 31st to get all the photos in for the yearbook.
we want all the seniors to be in, and obviously the book is for everybody, but this is mainly for seniors. This is going to be what holds the memories, where you look at to see all your former classmates. So it's really important for us to have you guys in there, so submit that. And also, alongside the photos, we want you guys to get your quotes in, because without the quotes, we can't put your photo in. So there we're going to be collecting your quote, and then we want to personalize it a little bit. So we're also going to be asking you guys your favorite activities and like your favorite school year. We just want to have that personal touch for you guys. And there's going to be a QR code, and it's really important for you guys to put that in there.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Samaya has more information on prom.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we have more information about prom.
Here at Davenport High School, our theme is Bridgerton. We are extremely excited about the theme. It is going to be a classical and wonderful moment for our students. They will have an opportunity to understand not only the theme itself, but the period of time, how it took place, and they will be engulfed in a world that they've probably never been in before. Predominantly, it's a new theme for our school, and it's something that would allow the students to enhance and elevate their experience here at Davenport High School. Of course, the location of prom is also very beautiful. We're doing it at the National Ballroom at the Omni, and the space itself speaks for the level of elegance that we're going to exude during this event. We're excited to have our students participate and their guests. We do have some guidelines that need to be followed. Of course, the school policy, ensuring that the GPAs are where they need to be, the discipline issues are being addressed, and obligations. And we're also making sure that our guests are able to attend by doing a background check on them. But for the most part, we just want to embrace our community, embrace our kids, celebrate their hard work, and give them an opportunity to be able to dress up and fall in love with themselves and fall in love with their school and take memorable just situations and pictures and moments with them when they graduate. So I just want to thank the school for giving me and my prom committee this opportunity to be able to do this, and we can't wait to see you there.
I'm really excited for prom this year. I think we have a really cool theme, and we're going to be able to do a lot of really cool things in the space that we have at the Omni. So I hope a lot of the seniors and juniors come out and join us for this awesome night.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Samaya spoke with members of our girls weightlifting team in this week's Athlete Spotlight.
Hi, I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're talking about girls weightlifting.
Right now, as we speak at 1:22 in the afternoon, whatever time you're watching it, the girls are competing live at River Ridge High School for the regional championship. We had 5 girls go, which is an amazing feat, especially since we're only in our 3rd year of having girls weightlifting because we're a brand new school. So they're doing an amazing job. We had several district champions that qualified to go to regionals, and we ended up with 5 total, which is huge. Like I said, super proud of them. They work out after school every day, and those kids are really putting a lot of time and effort into it, and it's starting to pay off right now.
What weightlifting means to me is it's really important to me. It's one of the sports I take the most seriously, and I really just like how everyone gets along and everyone is super supportive. And we just recently had regionals last week on Friday, and it was very fun. It was so fun to see everyone and how strong they are, and it's so fun to see, to learn from those experiences. And it really does push you to be better for the next time you do it. And I have a goal to try and make it to states next year. I think a lot of people could benefit from doing weightlifting because it's a healthy way to release a lot of stress, and it's a good environment to be in because everybody's just really supportive. And yeah.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
From behind the camera to reading you your daily news, there are many different roles at Broncos Broadcasting Network. Today, Samaya takes you behind the scenes to look at our anchoring crew.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're in the studio to give you guys a behind the scenes of the anchor's routine.
To do the anchoring process, it's pretty simple. Usually you're going to get handed your script. Usually it has all the information of what you're about to be saying. And then you head into the green screen room, you get your lavalier on, and basically you have this teleprompter in front of you, which is kind of like a guide of what to say and when to say. And there's always multiple takes that are involved. Everybody makes mistakes. And I think it's like a really good experience to work in a setting that requires you to, be in front of a camera and present yourself. With many times you undoubtedly get used to it. You always make mistakes, but it's a good experience that no matter how many times you do it, always, gives you a positive outlook. Well, for me personally, I think that anchoring can be, in a ways, both really kind of exciting once you get it right and absolutely terrifying. Because usually sometimes when I'm like reading the long parts and I'm like, oh my God, am I going to forget a word? Am I going to mess this whole thing up? And my body just moves when I feel my body like move forward. I kind of have that like nervous reaction, but always try it's always like okay at the end.
So normally before we even start recording the videos or even getting into this room that's here behind us, normally we usually get our scripts handed to us and we like to take a look through them just to see what we're going to be talking about in the newscasts. And normally sometimes there may be some little errors that we need to fix every now and then, but usually it's a pretty good experience in order to make some of the news for the school here. I'd say it's a pretty fun thing because it's kind of different. You don't feel like you're being watched, but you also know that a bunch of people are going to be watching you. So it can be kind of nerve-wracking a little bit from here and there, but I usually use like, hey, it's going to work out. It's going to be fine. People are going to like this. It's the daily news. Make sure to get it right and just to have fun while doing it, honestly. When the camera's rolling, it can be a little bit, as Nathan had said, it can be a little bit scary from time to time because whenever you start messing up, you just kind of start thinking like, oh no, how many tries am I going to have to do? How many retakes am I going to have to do? And it's get very nervous as well. I don't really show it though because I use confidence as my way to say, hey, I got this, I can do it. It's going to be a fun thing. Also during the recording process, it can feel kind of weird, especially with having a camera in front of you. But over time, you just kind of get used to having the camera there and you almost kind of completely forget about it. So whenever you're sitting there reading the teleprompter, it's just kind of a sit there and read type situation. So I find it pretty easy now.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
With all of these end-of-year exams coming up, Samaya went around to find out tips on how to actually prepare for them.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're talking about how to prep for exams.
I am being asked to give students certain test-taking strategies for the upcoming College Board, SAT, ACT tests. I have done ACT, SAT prep prior, and some of the suggestions I would say would be getting yourself familiar with the test. Understand what they're going to be asking, the times for the test. Like the SAT is 2 math components, one with a calculator, one without. You also have some reading passages with some questions, so comprehension, some writing. But more or less, College Board is more about getting yourself familiar with the test. So that would be the number one strategy. The other one is basically break it down into, usually you have 4 multiple choice answers, eliminate 2 from the very get-go, and then you have to figure out which one answers the question the best. That's for the language arts. Of course, math is a little bit more direct with like a definitive answer. The other one would be just basically giving yourself those practice exams. You can go on to College Board and get some of those practice exams. There is I thought that there was 4 different versions. So I'd definitely go there and get yourself familiar with the College Board practice exams. So, but anyways, if you have any questions, you can stop by my classroom and I can go ahead and further give you some more test-taking strategies.
So how I prep for my exams is honestly getting good nights of sleep, making sure I really retain the information, and making sure I eat well before the test because that could also put you in a bad mood. just honestly make sure before you take the test you are well energized and well fed in, and you'll be fine.
Okay, so basically how I prep for my tests, I usually make sure I go to sleep early, eat breakfast in the morning, and I usually study before, pay attention in class, and do all the simple stuff that teachers usually tell me. And, just try my best. And that's about it. I'm Samaya with the BBN News. And today we're learning more about band NPAs.
It was really cool experience always. There's a lot of cool bands you get to see, and I don't know, it's fun seeing like kids our age, playing really cool pieces and seeing how much they grow throughout the years because it's like an every year thing. But as a senior, it's sadly this is my last one, but I'm super happy because we got straight superiors, so that was a really cool, it's a really nice thing to add to my senior year list, I guess. But yeah, it was really fun. And I got to do it with all my band members, and I really enjoyed them.
I'm really proud of the band. During the whole process, we really worked hard, and it paid off. We got straight superiors, and really happy with that. And everyone's really happy with the work and with the result that we got. And being the band president, it's a different feeling when you get to see the band members actually working hard, and and their work is paying off. And it was just a great experience to have.
Here's our band performing Amparito Roca at the 2024 NPAs, where they received straight superiors. I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
As we mentioned earlier, the third annual student versus staff basketball game is a week from Thursday. The teams tied the first year and staff won last year. Samaya has more information on this year's game.
I'm Samaya with the BB News, and today we're learning more about the staff versus student basketball game.
Good afternoon, Broncos. This is your MC in the house, Coach Gables. I am ready to talk to you about this staff versus students basketball game. March 28th, it is coming to you. Only 750 tickets are going to be sold. Seniors, you get the first chance to buy your tickets on March 21st. Everybody else, we're going to start on March 22nd. The last day to buy these tickets is March the 26th, so we are having that event on March 28th. It's students versus staff. And I'm going to go ahead and let you know right now, my girls in the back pocket, we got Coach Ray, we got Miss Madden, we got Coach Riggs. Let me think who else we got. It don't matter because they're coming to take you down. I'm telling you right now. So y'all better saddle up, get your tickets, and ready for a good time on March 28th. Go Broncos.
Let's take a look at last year's staff versus student basketball game.
There we go. Calm and collected. She drills the three.
All right, just because I am the testing coordinator does not mean I will not be testing you guys on the court on March 28th for the staff student game. I just want you guys to know that we beat you last year, so don't think you're going to be able to have a rematch because it's not going to happen. We are going to still come up on top.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News. Hi, I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're learning more about running for prom queen and king.
Hello, DHS staff and students. Today I want to talk to you about the Royal Court nominations for our DHS prom of 2024. If you are interested in nominating someone, please scan the QR code that we have posted across the buildings. Also, it is available on our social media website. You can nominate a person for the Royal Court, which will be consisting of the royal couple, then also we will have the royal princess, and then we will have the ladies and the lords of the court. You can do that up until Thursday, and once you nominate someone, we will go ahead and bring those individuals into a voting box that will be available the day of prom, and during that time, you will be able to manually vote for the top 6 to 8 people that are available for the nomination. So I hope to see you guys there. I hope that you actually nominate someone that you feel is suitable for that position. And I'm just excited that we're gonna make this happen. So I'll see you at prom.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News. Today is Wednesday, April 3rd, which is American Circus Day and National Chocolate Mousse Day. If today's your birthday, you share a birthday with Amanda Bynes, Eddie Murphy, and Alec Baldwin. If today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Seniors, make sure you're checking the school's Facebook page, facebook.com/BroncosDHS for scholarship information. Seniors, also make sure you are checking your school email as Ms. Brown sent out an important email about the opportunity to apply to Polk State on April 17th here at DHS during your school day.
Seniors, you have until April 8th to turn in your college, university, or military acceptance letters to Ms. Brown in guidance so that you can attend the Commitment Day ceremony on April 23rd. Also, if you are a senior who is continuing in the workforce, please meet with Ms. Brown so you may also attend. All attendees will receive graduation swag and the opportunity to win an extra graduation ticket, dorm room essentials, and gift cards.
Polk State will be offering an open house at their Lakeland campus on Thursday from 5 until 7 p.m. You can meet faculty and staff, tour the campus, and begin your FAFSA application. Polk State's open enrollment for the summer semester begins on April 8th for the fall semester on June 3rd. Visit polk.edu for more information.
Students who have not submitted their community service or work hour forms, please submit them to Ms. Brown by April 12th.
Seniors, your deadline to purchase your Katie Senior Cap and Gown portraits and products is coming up on Thursday.
Attention juniors, when it comes to testing, you guys are up. On April 16th, every junior will be taking the SAT during school day. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Wagner.
There will be a Title I testing and curriculum night on April 17th from 5 until 7 p.m. where you can get information on testing. Make sure you are on track to graduate and check your course selections for next year. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Klink.
There will be a career fair on April 19th from 9 until noon where students can meet with local employers to learn about career options. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Klink or Ms. Simpson.
Attention students who have attended tutoring this year. In preparation for the end of the school year, the last day for tutoring will be on Friday, April 19th. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Gambrell Marciato. Today's ACT word of the day is conduct, meaning to control or manage. The group conducted their research abroad last year.
National Honor Society's new member induction ceremony will take place on April 10th. Please see Mr. Desheen with any questions.
The Media Center's next book discussion will take place Thursday during C&D lunch and will feature the book Roxy by Neil and Jared Shusterman. Please see Ms. Hoffman with any questions.
Voting for the 2023-2024 Florida Teens Read program ends today. Select up to your 3 favorite books that were selected by a committee of 14 different libraries. These books were also the topic of the monthly book discussions held in the Media Center this year. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Hoffman.
Polk State is offering a financial literacy workshop for high school students to help gain valuable insights into securing the financial assistance needed for the next steps in your education career. The workshop will take place at the Lakeland campus on April 25th from 5 until 7 p.m.
The DHS Dance Spring Concert is so big this year that it will take place over 2 nights, April 19th and 20th at 7 p.m. Head to event ticketing on the DHS website to get your tickets today.
This Saturday is prom, and the following students are running for prom's Royal Court.
Adriana Cabrera,
Gilmero Mariaro,
Aliana Romaine,
Bilal Kokar,
Cassidy Smiley,
Douglas Gold Zapata,
Angel Robinson,
Brian Casadena,
Mariah Quills,
and Jonathan Flowers.
Voting will occur this Saturday at prom. Good luck to all the nominees.
On to Broncos sports. On Monday night, the girls' flag football team fell to Dr. Phillips 28-0. The girls are back in action Thursday, and it is senior night. First snap is at 7 p.m., while the senior night ceremony will take place at 5:30.
Also on Monday night, the boys' volleyball team fell in a 5-set heartbreaker against the Armadale Bloodhounds. The boys will host the Frostproof Bulldogs Thursday night. First serve is scheduled for 6 p.m.
The Broncos baseball team is back in action tonight when they host the Oak Ridge Pioneers at 6 p.m.
On Friday, the girls softball team will host the Crescent Tigers. First pitch will be at 6 p.m.
There will be a girls volleyball interest meeting for current DHS students and incoming freshmen on April 26 in the gym at 6:30.
Are you a student who likes digital design, is good with Photoshop, and needs volunteer hours? Then the football team wants you to be their new digital designer. Please see Coach Rosario in room 249E for more information. Today is Thursday, April 4th, which is National Burrito Day and International Carrot Day. If today's your birthday, you share a birthday with Robert Downey Jr., Jamie Lynn Spears, and Graham Norton. If today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Seniors, make sure you're checking the school's Facebook page, facebook.com/BroncosDHS for scholarship information. Seniors, also make sure you are checking your school email as Ms. Brown sent out an important email about the opportunity to apply to Polk State on April 17th here at DHS during your school day.
Seniors, you have until April 8th to turn in your college, university, or military acceptance letters to Ms. Brown in guidance so that you can attend the Commitment Day ceremony on April 23rd. Also, if you are a senior who is continuing in the workforce, please meet with Ms. Brown so you may also attend. All attendees will receive graduation swag and the opportunity to win an extra graduation ticket, dorm room essentials, and gift cards.
Polk State will be offering an open house at their Lakeland campus on Thursday from 5 until 7 p.m. You can meet faculty and staff, tour the campus, and begin your FAFSA application. Polk State's open enrollment for the summer semester begins on April 8th for the fall semester on June 3rd. Visit polk.edu for more information.
Students who have not submitted their community service or work hour forms, please submit them to Ms. Brown by April 12th.
Seniors, your deadline to purchase your Katie Senior Cap and Gown portraits and products is coming up on Thursday.
Attention juniors, when it comes to testing, you guys are up. On April 16th, every junior will be taking the SAT during school day. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Wagner.
There will be a Title I testing and curriculum night on April 17th from 5 until 7 p.m. where you can get information on testing. Make sure you are on track to graduate and check your course selections for next year. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Klink.
There will be a career fair on April 19th from 9 until noon where students can meet with local employers to learn about career options. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Klink or Ms. Simpson.
Attention students who have attended tutoring this year. In preparation for the end of the school year, the last day for tutoring will be on Friday, April 19th. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Gambrell Marciato. Today's ACT word of the day is concede, meaning to admit to a transgression. I had to concede to pranking Josh.
National Honor Society's new member induction ceremony will take place on April 10th. Please see Mr. Desheen with any questions.
The Media Center's next book discussion will take place Thursday during C&D lunch and will feature the book Roxy by Neil and Jared Shusterman. Please see Ms. Hoffman with any questions. Polk State is offering a financial literacy workshop for high school students to help gain valuable insights into securing the financial assistance needed for the next steps in your education career. The workshop will take place at the Lakeland campus on April 25th from 5 until 7 p.m.
The DHS Dance Spring Concert is so big this year that it will take place over 2 nights, April 19th and 20th at 7 p.m. Head to event ticketing on the DHS website to get your tickets today.
This Saturday is prom, and the following students are running for prom's Royal Court.
Adriana Cabrera,
Gilmero Mariaro,
Aliana Romaine,
Bilal Kokar,
Cassidy Smiley,
Douglas Gold Zapata,
Angel Robinson,
Brian Casadena,
Mariah Quills,
and Jonathan Flowers.
Voting will occur this Saturday at prom. Good luck to all the nominees.
On to Broncos sports. On Monday night, the girls' flag football team fell to Dr. Phillips 28-0. The girls are back in action Thursday, and it is senior night. First snap is at 7 p.m., while the senior night ceremony will take place at 5:30.
Also on Monday night, the boys volleyball team fell in the 5-set heartbreaker against the Armadale Bloodhounds. The boys will host the Frostproof Bulldogs Thursday night. First serve is scheduled for 6 p.m. On Friday, the girls softball team will host the Crescent Tigers. First pitch will be at 6 p.m.
There will be a girls volleyball interest meeting for current DHS students and incoming freshmen on April 26 in the gym at 6:30.
Are you a student who likes digital design, is good with Photoshop, and needs volunteer hours? Then the football team wants you to be their new digital designer. Please see Coach Rosario in room 249E for more information.
Tonight, flag football will host their first ever home playoff game. Samaya talks to the flag football captain in this week's Athlete Spotlight.
I'm Samaya with the BB News, and today we're doing a student spotlight on Kayla Washington.
I'm the captain of the flag football team, and I am the quarterback. And what made me really want to play the sport was how intense it was. Because originally I wasn't going to play, but then I saw it took a lot of commitment, which I needed to work on myself, committing to something. So I ended up playing, and it also bettered myself, my mentality, and my work ethic. And overall, I love the coaches. I love Coach Wright, Mrs. Wright, Rosario, and Acton. They're great leaders, and they're just able to help me improve on things other than outside of football. So I've been on a team for 2 years because it started last year, and I work a balance between work, school, and practice. So what I do usually is school, then work, and then I practice. But I have to figure out a time between such as games between games where we sit in the classroom. I sit down and do schoolwork to be able to balance that high honor roll like I've been having. So yeah.
Here's the winning touchdown pass from Kayla Washington to Destiny Kim.
I'm also a captain of the flag football team. What I think about Kayla, she's caring, energetic, and you could tell how much she enjoys playing flag football. She always tries to push everyone to do their best.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
This year's National Honor Society induction ceremony is tomorrow, with their final rehearsal occurring today right after school. Samaya talks to some of our members about the importance of this ceremony.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're learning more about the NHS induction ceremony.
This year, the NHS induction ceremony will occur on April 10th at 6 p.m. in the PAC. This year, the event is open to 10th, 11th, and 12th grade members who are new to NHS this year. We have approximately 70 new members that will be taking place in the ceremony and inducted into the NHS based on service, leadership, character, and scholarship.
Here's some photos from last year's induction ceremony.
I look forward to the upcoming induction ceremony, and I would like to see how it turns out and what it truly means to be in the NHS, because I am in it, but I don't know if I'm fully aware of all the commitments I have for NHS.
So I'm currently a junior, and I got inducted into NHS last year. And the ceremony, it's a very simple ceremony, but yeah, it's very nice. Like, everybody gets all dressed up, there's snacks and everything. Mr. DeJean, he gives a very nice speech and everything, and it's just a really nice event to go to, and it's a good recognition of being a part of the program.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Our students recently attended the Bridgerton prom. Samaya talked to some of the students who attended to hear their thoughts.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we got our students' intake on prom.
So my favorite part of prom was the food. You know, that pasta. That chef that was was doing an amazing job. And I liked the venue and everything. I liked the Omni. It was pretty nice. We took some photos. I think Miss Ramos did a really good job, and the food was amazing. You know, DJ Fabuloso was good. What else? I won Prom King, which was pretty fun for a couple minutes, and making the videos, like the campaign stuff, was funny. You know, thank you to all the supporters.
So prom this year was very, very fun. I had a lot of fun. It was Bridgerton themed, which is my favorite show. Decorations were really good. The music was better this year, definitely. The place also, it was a pretty place. And it was definitely very enjoyable. I enjoyed it, especially since I won prom queen. Thank you for everybody for voting for me. Thank you for the ones that did. I appreciate it a lot. Definitely a really good memory, and I'll remember it forever. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
What's up, guys? I just want to come here and say that prom was lit. You know, I enjoyed every experience of it, and I think the DJ could have been a little better, but you know, it's nothing that he played some bangers though, you know. So he was popping at prom, and then we were just chilling.
Prom was a success. I mean, I was so surprised. Like, I see where all the senior money went. Like, Miss Ramos, you did your thing in school. Y'all did your thing. I mean, it was nice. The Bridgerton theme was good. I feel like everybody came dressed and impressed and stuff. I like the pictures and stuff. I don't know if y'all see my pictures. My pictures was good. So prom was a success in total. But like, I don't know. Like, y'all gotta come hard next year. But for the first time, I could say the school did something. Success.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
We have officially begun testing season, and many students will be taking AP exams. Samaya talks to students and staff to get their thoughts on those exams.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're learning more about AP testing.
Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about AP testing, some do's and don'ts, some tricks, some make sure you knows. So we're going to have 2 test times. Make sure you're checking with your teacher what test time it is. If you have an 8 a.m. test, you're going to be called down from your first period at 7:15. So make sure you're here early. If you have an 8 a.m. test, if you have the 12 o'clock test, we're going to call you down at 11:15. If you have 2 tests on the same day, as soon as you're done with test 1, you're going to grab your lunch. We're going to have a box lunch ready for you, and then we'll take you back to testing on test 2. So if you have 2 in the same day, get some good night's sleep the night before because it's going to be a long day, and you got this. You're going to be ready for it. What else we have here? Something I really need you to know if you're AP testing, you have to stay the whole time. If you leave early, your test will be invalidated. So if you have an 8 a.m. test, be prepared to stay until 11:30. If you have the 12 p.m. test, be prepared to stay until 3:30. So make sure you have a ride home if you have that 12 p.m. test. If you are taking English Lit, English Lang, or U.S. History, you have an online test. So make sure you have Blue Book downloaded to your computer, and you can check through that website and that app to play around with it, make sure you're comfortable for the actual day of the test. You're going to get your scores in the summer. So a College Board will send you an email when your scores are ready after they've all been tested. And that's all I got for testing. Good luck, guys. You're going to do great.
So currently I'm enrolled in 3 AP classes, AP Pre-Calculus, AP English and Composition, and AP Chemistry. And some things I do to help prepare for the AP tests are hosting study sessions, getting some College Board books and analyzing those, and checking out past papers, and trying to do some practice tests, see where I struggle and how I can adapt. Try to see what I do wrong and do it right.
This year I'll be taking 3 AP classes, AP Calc, AP Chem, and AP US History. For the AP Calc, I'll just mostly doing mock exams and watching videos. For the AP Chem, mostly just watching Khan Academy videos. But for the US History, just reading the textbook and taking notes on it and learning the vocab words. They're pretty important.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Today is Thursday, May 16th, which is National BBQ Day and Drawing Day. If today is your birthday, you share a birthday with Megan Fox, Janet Jackson, and Pierce Brosnan. If today is your birthday, happy birthday.
With testing coming to an end, the schedules will be adjusted one final time. Beginning tomorrow, our block party days are over as we transition over to straight 7 schedule for the rest of the school year.
Attention class of 2024. Remember to order in your graduate on Saturday. You will need to have all of your obligations cleared, books from the media center turned in, and your laptop charger and laptop bag returned.
The class of 2024 senior award ceremony will take place tonight at 6:30 p.m. Students should be dressed in business casual attire and report to the Performance Arts Center no later than 6 p.m. This is by invitation only, and please only 3 guests per senior. Today's ACT word of the day is capture, meaning to trap or take possession of. The spy was captured by the enemy.
Attention students who failed a core academic class during the 2023-2024 school year. Summer school is coming up and will be offered at DHS. Classes will be from June 5th until the 27th between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. For more information, please see Ms. Gambrell Marcado.
Laptop collection days are coming up next week. On Mondays, juniors will be turning in their laptops during their ELA classes.
Sophomores who have ELA periods 1, 3, and 7 will turn in their laptops on Tuesday, while sophomores with ELA periods 4, 5, and 6 will turn it in on Wednesday.
Freshmen who have ELA during 1st, 5th, and 7th will be turning in their laptops a week from today, while freshmen with ELA during 2nd, 4th, and 6th will turn in their devices next Friday.
There will be a makeup collection day on May 28th with an absolute last day to turn in equipment on May 29th. After this date, fees will be added to obligations.
On to Broncos sports. The 3rd annual Davenport High School football Black and Gold game will take place on Friday. Tickets are on sale now during lunches.
Tickets are $4 each, and each ticket includes a bottle of water and a snack. You must have an ID to purchase your tickets, and if you have served an out-of-school suspension, you will not be eligible to attend.
Attention athletes, Davenport High School will offer free sports physicals on Friday, May 31st at 9 a.m. Register today by scanning the QR code on the screen.
There will be girls volleyball conditioning on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4:30 until 5:30.
Cheerleading tryouts will occur from June 3rd until June 6th. If you have any questions, please contact Coach Keith.
Teachers, staff, and students, the football team is hosting their 3rd annual BBQ event on Friday. Plates will consist of choice of ribs or chicken with sides of rice and salad. The cost per plate is only $10, with proceeds going to support student meals. Please go to Hometown Ticketing to purchase yours today. Today is Wednesday, May 22nd, which is National Solitaire Day and National Vanilla Pudding Day. If today is your birthday, you share a birthday with Brian Dillinson, Morrissey, and Peyton Lee. If today is your birthday, happy birthday.
Just a reminder, we will be following a straight 7 schedule for the rest of the school year.
The Freshman Class Awards ceremony will take place on Thursday, May 23rd at 8 a.m. This event will be by invitation only and will be held in the Performing Arts Center. You must have an invitation to attend.
The Sophomore and Junior Class Awards will take place on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. in the Performing Arts Center and will be by invitation only. Invitations are going out today, students.
Attention students who failed a core academic class during the 2023-2024 school year. Summer school is coming up and will be offered at DHS. Classes will be from June 5th until the 27th from 8 until 1 p.m.
Your summer school forms are due by Friday. For more information, please see Ms. Gabrielle Mercado or Ms. Hebden.
Attention students, the 2024-2025 student government elections will take place during lunch today. Make sure you go out and vote.
Today's ACT word of the day is artificial, meaning something made, not occurring naturally. Many candies use artificial flavors to make them taste fruity.
Laptop collection days are going on this week. Freshmen who have an ELA during 1st, 5th, and 7th will be turning in their laptops on Thursday, while freshmen with ELA during 2nd, 4th, and 6th will be turning their devices on Friday.
There will be a makeup collection day on May 28th, with an absolute last day to turn in equipment on May 29th. After this date, fees will be added to obligations.
On to Broncos sports. Attention athletes. Davenport High School will offer a free sports physical on Friday, May 31st at 9 a.m. Register today by scanning the QR code on the screen.
There will be girls volleyball conditioning every Tuesday and Thursdays from 4:30 until 5:30.
Cheerleading tryouts will occur from June 3rd until June 6th. If you have any questions, please contact Coach Key.
Girls flag football will have an interest meeting today in room 163 starting at 2:15. Coach Wright will be giving out valuable information. Please see him if you are unable to attend.
The Freshman Academy is holding its annual Staff versus Student Pinball Tournament. This event is only open for the Freshman Academy.
It will cost $10 to play, and to be eligible, you must have not served an out-of-school suspension during the 2nd semester, and all of your obligations must be up to date. Please see Ms. Hoke with any questions.
Over the last few years, some of our graduating seniors helped bring you entertainment and news here on the Broncos Broadcasting Network. From the daily broadcast to Broncos Sports to Orco Studios, the students left behind a legacy that will live on. Samaya spoke with some of those students.
I'm Samaya with the BB News, and today we're talking to 7 periods ITV seniors.
I've been in TV production for 3 years. I started my sophomore year, which is when the school first opened, and I'm a senior now, so I've stuck it through all the way. In TV production, we work on making videos for our daily newscast. So at our level, that's what we do. Level 3, we work on newscasts. Our level 4s, they work on their, I think, weekly shows, which is something I would look forward to, but I won't be here next year to see that. And then aside from that, we learn skills like running a camera, running a teleprompter, editing skills for photos, videos, stuff like that.
I'm in my 3rd year of TV production. Basically, we just go out and film news for the school, like school events and stuff. I'm really going to miss the freedom that we have in the class, and Mr. Shigeris is an awesome teacher, so I recommend this class a lot.
I'm in TV production 3. I help with the creation of the Broncos Broadcasting Network. And the thing I'm going to miss the most about TV production is the kind of like the environment that we've been in. Like, it's a small class, but like you get to know people, and that's what I'm going to miss the most.
I'm in Mr. Shigeris's TV and Production 3 classroom. And my role in his classroom is to be one of the many editors that we have in the room. And normally what I do as an editor is take a bunch of the clips that we take from shooting all the people that we need to interview or getting all the B-roll that we need and putting it into the specific videos that you could actually find on the Broncos Broadcasting Network. Those videos usually take quite a while to make. Sometimes they'll take between a week to about a week and a half. Sometimes we can't get even enough footage, so it'll take us roughly around 2 weeks. But most of the time, I'm usually in the classroom working on putting the video together and making sure that the video is good enough for you guys to see out there.
Hi, I'm Sam. I've been with TV production for 2 years. I've been an anchor. I've also done packages for the news. The one thing I definitely will miss is the groups, being able to work with everyone, getting to know everyone on a different level than what I have previously, and just getting to know the different events happening at the school and the different teachers here.
This year I'm in TV production 4, and I've done it for 2 years in middle school as well. There was more creatively focused, and here it's more informative. But this year I get to do creative projects too, and I like it that way.
I'm in TV production 4. What I do in that class is obviously I do Orca Studios with Evan, where we do that TV show every Friday at 7 p.m. on the Orca Studios YouTube channel or on the BBN. And what I'm going to miss about the class is probably all the friendships that I've made over the last couple of years. It's really been cool to see how different people film and just the different methods people use to make packages and how they be successful in the class.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Today is Thursday, August 15th. If today's your birthday, you were born on National Relaxation Day. You share a birthday with Joe Jonas, and on this day in history, back in 1914, the Panama Canal opened to ships after 10 years of construction. If today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Attention seniors, schedule your senior portraits today. Katie will be back hosting 3 road shoots on campus, and the only way for your photo to appear in the yearbook is to attend one of these road shoots or to visit a Katie studio. Register today at katie.com/book.
The waiting is over. The Media Center will officially open on Tuesday, August 20th. Those looking to join the reading club, please see Ms. Hoffman for your permission slip as the club begins and will meet during lunches starting August 29th.
There will also be a drama club meeting on Friday right after school in Mr. HD's room, where they will talk about auditions for the fall play. If you have any questions, please see Mr. HD. Bonjour, Broncos. Are you ready for another year of French Club? If so, please scan the QR code on your screen and see Monsieur Maldonado in room 221 with any questions. Today's ACT word of the day is to deceive, meaning to trick or deceive. My ex-boyfriend deceived me by pretending to be a professional baseball player.
Are you interested in joining the National Honor Society? Do you meet the requirements of being a sophomore, junior, or senior? Have a weighted GPA above 3.5? Have an academically rigorous schedule and are a positive part of the DHS community? They come to the entrance meeting next Thursday at 2:05 in the Broncos area. See Mr. Desheen with any questions.
Returning members of the National Honor Society will meet on Wednesday after school in the Broncateria. Please see Mr. Desheen with any questions. Broncos, are you ready to give back to the community? Do you need any service hours for Bright Futures or scholarships? Are you wanting to stand out when applying to colleges or jobs? If so, join Davenport's first Key Club. Scan the QR code on the screen and complete the quick 3-question survey. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact Monsieur Maldonado or Ms. Bonilla. On to Broncos sports. There will be a baseball field cleanup on August 23rd from 9 until noon. All baseball players need to attend. Please see Coach Stevens with any questions.
The DHS swim trials begin today from 3:30 until 4:30 at Lake Eva Civic Center. Please see Ms. Hoke with any questions.
The Broncos football team will have their first game tomorrow at the Fall Kickoff Classic when they travel to Lake Gibson to take on the Braves at 7:30.
Homecoming is just a few weeks away, and Samaya has some information about any upcoming special event.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're going to be talking about the homecoming parade.
Davenport High School's first annual homecoming parade. So the homecoming parade will be on the 10th of October. The homecoming football game will be the 11th of October, and then the homecoming dance, right? That'll be on the 12th of October. So if you're in a club or if you're in a sport, we want you all in the homecoming parade. And the mayor's going to be there, and the fire and the police department will be there. We're going to have Broncos that have been borrowed by Jarrett Gordon Ford. They're going to donate just for the evening 2 Broncos for our court to ride in, and then we have a couple more that our staff has. So all of our court for Homecoming King and Queen will be in Broncos in the parade. Right now, we've had commitments from the band, from dance, from some local football teams, from cheer squads. So we're super excited about the parade. At the end, there'll be like a mini pep rally where there will be food trucks and music, and we just really look forward to it. They're literally going to shut down the streets of Davenport for us to have this parade, and we're going to end at Tom Fellows in the parking lot, and that's where the mini pep rally will be. So each week I can give you updates on where we are. We are super excited to have this, and we want everyone to have this moment as well, so it makes your high school career just a little bit better.
So the homecoming parade is going to be happening throughout Davenport. We're going to be working with the city, the fire department, the police officers, and all kinds of people from the city are going to come out and be a part of this parade. You know, we really want city involvement. But it's pretty much just going to be like a showcase of not only, you know, the homecoming court, of course, but also the clubs and sports and all kinds of different activities we have around campus. We're going to create floats for the parade, and it's going to be super fun so that all of the school can be involved. Student government is mainly, you know, trying to run the whole shebang. You know, we want to make sure that we have that community involvement and get involved with the government. So they're going to be sponsoring it and helping coordinate the whole thing.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Today is Wednesday, September 4th. If today's your birthday, you were born on Eat an Extra Dessert Day. You share a birthday with Beyonce, and on this day in history, back in 2002, Kelly Clarkson became the first winner of American Idol. If today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Attention seniors, schedule your senior portraits today. Katie will be hosting 3 road shoots on campus. The first will take place on Monday. The only way for your photo to appear in the yearbook is to attend one of these road shoots or to visit a Katie studio. Register today at katie.com/book.
Are you interested in a career in health or the medical field? Then you might want to join HOSA. They will meet after school Thursdays from 2 until 3:30 in Miss Sullivan's room. 176A. Scan the QR code for more information or see Miss Sullivan.
Today's ACT word of the day is to eliminate, meaning to remove. Due to the missing free throw, our team lost the game and was eliminated from the tournament.
Davenport High School will be holding their open house tomorrow beginning at 5:30. Those that attend will get a free ticket to the JV football game that night and some light refreshments.
Attention seniors, it's time to pay your senior dues. Your senior dues include a yearbook, class t-shirt, lawn sign, pennant, and access to class events throughout the year. If you pay your dues by September 19th, then you will be able to pay your parking spot for free on September 20th. Your senior dues are $135, but the price goes up on September 30th. Get your senior dues in today.
Do you have a wealth of academic knowledge? Are you competitive and want a chance to win a $500 scholarship? Then join the A team. There will be an interest meeting after school today in the Fashion Lab. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Triple during lunches this week or see Ms. Rodriguez.
On to Broncos sports. The boys football team on Friday traveled to Port St. Lucie to take on the Centennial Eagles. The Broncos 14 points in the first quarter and never looked back, beating the Eagles 28-0. The Broncos will travel to Clearmont on Friday to take over the East Ridge Knights.
The girls volleyball team is back in action on Thursday when they travel to Winter Haven to take on the Blue Devils. JV starts at 6:30 and varsity at 7.
There will be a Lady Broncos soccer interest meeting tomorrow from 2:05 to 2:30 in room 231D. If you have any questions, please see Coach Bonilla.
Samaya has more information on our homecoming parade and events.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're getting more information on the homecoming parade.
Now for your Stampede update. There's been some slight changes in it. That's still on the same day, though, so we're excited about that. So October 10th, Thursday, October 10th, is a very important day. We're going to have a pep rally, 2 of them. That's awesome. We have freshmen and sophomores together, juniors and seniors together. We are going to have a Davenport Stampede, which is the first one ever, so it makes it so important that you're there. And that is at 5:30 now. We had to move that just a little bit. So 5:30, if you're in the parade, be there at 4:30 in line. Remember, you're going to park at the Davenport Police Department parking lot. And then the football game is at 7:30. So everything is October 10th. Now, we have a lot of floats in our parade. I think we're up to 35, 36. We have Boone Middle going to be in our parade. We have Loftman Oaks Elementary is going to be in our parade. We have Little Leagues in our parade. And of course, all of our amazing clubs and our athletes will be in it as well. So one new thing is we're going to have trophies
for 3 different categories, so make sure you organize and colorize and make your car, your float, your golf cart the best that it can be. If you have any questions, please feel free to stop by and talk to me. But please come to the parade. It's going to be so exciting.
Good morning. I'm really excited to talk about the stampede that's about to happen here in the town of Davenport. This is our 4th year, and this has always been kind of a dream or vision that we work to get back to the tradition of bringing during homecoming, going through your hometown. So this is really cool that we have this opportunity. City of Davenport has been outstanding with helping us plan the process. I know that we're going to have multiple teams. I know our boys and girls cross country is going to be in it. I believe girls basketball is going to be in it. We're hoping ROTC is going to join. The City of Davenport boys and girls, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts are supposed to be out there. We've got horses. We're, of course, going to present the homecoming candidates. We're going to have the STEP team do a show at the Tom Fellows Center up on stage. We're going to have, a DJ out there. So it's really coming all together, and I can't thank Miss Klink enough because she's done a lot to put all this together. We're also going to have maybe the Rattlers from Haines City coming in, the little football teams, and any other cheerleading program, hopefully like the Davenport Patriots can come through and our cheerleaders and be a part of it. So it's just really a great opportunity to get our school and our community to work together for a common goal.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
In this week's academic instructional video, we go back in time to 1804, to the feud between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton.
Okay, class, today we're going to be learning about Hamilton and Burr. Now, everybody needs to pay attention. There was an amazing musical made up.
I'm not listening to this. What happened to my Twitter? Who are these people? Burr said what? Oh my god, are they gonna fight? Oh my god, Burr killed Hamilton?
Welcome back from lunch, everybody. Please take a seat so we can continue our discussion. So before lunch, we took notes and went over our Hamilton and Burr discussion. So who can tell me why Hamilton and Burr were fighting? Yes.
Because of their political and personal problems.
That is correct.
Today is Thursday, November 7th. If today's your birthday, you were born on National Cashback Day. You share a birthday with Adam Devine, and on this day in history, back in 1991, Magic Johnson announced he was immediately retiring from playing basketball, and he was HIV positive. If today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Attention seniors, schedule your senior portraits today. Katie will be back on campus hosting one last road shoot on November 21st. The only way for your photo to appear in the yearbook is to attend one of these road shoots or travel to a Katie studio. Register today at katie.com/book.
Attention seniors, it's time to pay your senior dues. Your senior dues include a yearbook, class shirt, lawn sign, pennant, and access to class events throughout the year. Your senior dues are now $155. The last day to pay your senior dues is November 15th. Get your senior dues in today.
Attention seniors, your graduation date has been set. On May 22nd at 7 p.m., you will walk across the stage at the RP Funding Center to receive your diploma. Now is the time to make sure you order your cap and gowns. Please go to herfjones.com for ordering information.
There will be a compulsory meeting on November 15th for those going on the trip to Italy next year. Please meet with Ms. Ramos Santos and Ms. Munez at 6 p.m. in the College and Career Room on the 15th.
The November and December testing dates have been announced. On November 20th and 21st, those students who have signed up to take the PERT exam with Ms. Brown will be taking their exam then. Please see Ms. Brown with any questions. Today's ACT word of the day is vow, which means to promise. My sister very quickly broke her vow to never eat chocolate again.
The DHS Theater Department proudly presents Puffs on November 21st and 22nd. Get your tickets today by scanning the QR code on your screen.
HOSA will meet after school tomorrow in room 176F. There will be a Key Club officers meeting on Tuesday, November 12th. Please see Monsieur Maldonado or Ms. Bonilla with any questions. The next American Sign Language Club will meet on November 20th from 2 until 3 p.m. in room 222.
Are you a freshman who wants to help leave your mark at DHS? Then help design the Freshman Academy mural. Submit your designs to Miss Houston by tomorrow.
The date of the annual City of Davenport Winterfest and Christmas Parade has been announced. On Saturday, December 14th, there will be food, floats, vendors, fireworks, Santa, a snow slide, and a parade. Winterfest kicks off at 4 p.m. and the parade will step off at 6 p.m.
On to Broncos sports. The boys football team will host their home finale tonight when they host the Lake Buena Vista Vipers. Kickoff is at 7:30.
The girls soccer team's home opener will take place tomorrow against our crosstown rivals, the Ridge Community Bolts. Kickoff is at 6 p.m.
And it's Thursday. You know what that means. It's time for another round of BBN trivia.
And with us announcing our graduation date, BBN trivia revolves around the first DHS graduation back in 2023.
Who was the first senior class president in DHS history? Was it A. Karina Barada,
B. Emily Gergis,
C. Akimi Ortiz Baracales,
or D. Miranda Fortes?
Remember to head to trivia.dhsbbn.com to record your answers by Tuesday at noon.
Currently, Miss Houston's class are in first place with 91 correct answers.
Coach Rosario's classes are in second with 64.
Mr. Shigaris is in third with 12.
Ms. Work is in fourth with 9.
And Ms. Castro is in fifth with 1. Every other teacher is tied for last with 0 correct responses. Good luck this week, Broncos. Today is Tuesday, November 19th. Today is International Journalist Day. You share a birthday with Adam Driver, and on this day, back in history in 1493, Christopher Columbus landed in Puerto Rico during his second voyage. If today is your birthday, happy birthday.
Attention seniors, schedule your senior portraits today. Katie will be hosting one last road shoot on campus on Thursday. The only way for your photo to appear in the yearbook is to attend this road shoot or travel to a Katie studio. Register today at katie.com/book.
Class of 2025, now is the time to make sure you order your cap and gown so you can be ready for graduation on May 22nd. Please go to harifjones.com for ordering information.
There will be part testing tomorrow and Thursday for students who have already signed up for the exam. Please see Ms. Brown with any questions. Today's ACT word of the day is abysmal, which means very bad. My parents took away this fall weekend I had planned with my friends because of my abysmal report card.
The DHS Theater Department proudly presents Puffs on Thursday and Friday. Get your tickets today by scanning the QR code on your screen.
Seniors, please remember if you are applying for any Polk Education Foundation scholarships, your community service and paid work hours must be shown in the student portal before you open your application. Please see Ms. Brown with any questions.
The American Sign Language Club will have their next meeting tomorrow from 2 until 3 p.m. in room 222.
Yarn Club will be meeting after school today in room 249B.
Game Club will meet after school today in room 250A.
The City of Davenport's Winterfest and Christmas Parade will take place on Saturday, December 14th. There will be food, floats, vendors, fireworks, Santa, and a snow slide in the parade. Winterfest kicks off at 4 p.m. and the parade will step off at 6 p.m.
Join us at the Winter Dance Concert, which will take place on December 6th at the DHS Performing Arts Center at 7 p.m. This dance concert will showcase students from Dance 1 through 4 and will feature styles of ballet, modern, jazz, and tap. Please purchase your tickets today by using hometown ticketing on the DHS website.
Attention seniors, your senior class panoramic picture will occur December 5th at 8 a.m. Please be on campus at 7:30 a.m. Even if you are on OJT or late start students and normally aren't here during second period, so you can be in the picture. If you have any questions, please see Mr. Moody.
Broncos, please help us out with our annual Toys for Tots campaign. From now until December 13th, bring in a new unwrapped toy. The top 3 students who bring in the most toys will earn either Orlando Magic tickets, $100 in vending machine money, or $100 in DHS swag. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Klink.
The annual Ho 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 with the Popo will take place on Saturday, December 7th from 6 until 9 p.m. at the Polk County Sheriff's Office in Davenport. Their parking lot will be turned into a Christmas wonderland with photo opportunities with Santa, elves, and Star Wars characters.
Attention JROTC cadets, your field day will be taking place on Friday during 6th and 7th period. The cost is $5 and you could take $2 off your price if you bring in 5 canned food goods. This is only for JROTC students. Please see Sergeant Wright or Colonel Bustos with any questions.
On to Broncos sports. The boys basketball team is back in action at home on Thursday night when they host Osceola Cowboys. JV tips off at 6:30 and varsity will tip at 8.
Girls basketball has their home opener tonight when they host the Poinciana Eagles. JV tip-off is at 5:30 and varsity tips off at 7.
The boys soccer is back on the road tonight when they travel to Haines City to take on the Hornets. Varsity kicks off at 7:30.
The girls soccer team will face Four Corners on Wednesday night. Varsity kicks off at 7 p.m.
Our boys and girls wrestling teams will be competing in a preseason tournament next Saturday at Edgewater High School at 9 a.m. Good luck to all our athletes.
Seniors, in 169 days, you will walk across the stage at the RP Funding Center and graduate. And Davenport High School has a number of events to celebrate you. Samaya looks at some past senior events and some events coming up.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're talking about previous and upcoming senior events.
I'm really excited to be talking about the senior events this year. We are ready to head into our winter event, which is actually going to be on December 6th. It is Cookies and Cocoa, and the senior officers are really excited. We've made a couple of new changes. We've got a new movie this year, a couple of additions. So I'm really excited. They've had a chance to kind of put the class of 2025 twist on it. This year's events have gone amazing. We'd actually had an opportunity to do decorating our Bronco hats this year, and that was awesome. All the seniors really enjoyed that. They had a lot of fun, and the hats were really cool looking. So I'm really excited. I think that's going to wind up being a new tradition for us for the class of 2026 and beyond. So I'm really excited. The class of 2025 has really owned this, and they've done a great job, and I'm excited to see what the events will become this year.
This year, we have a lot of exciting upcoming events, including our Cookies and Cocoa, which we're really looking forward to. But we've also had a couple past events, which this year they've all been new to our school. We've had our hat decorating day, and we've also had our parking spot day. I think the parking spot day actually went really well. We had a bunch of snacks, and there was a lot of just fun environment. Everybody hanging out with their friends, parking their space. I actually got to paint my spot as well as helping run the event, so it was really fun and everything, and I really enjoyed it.
We had two events that have already happened this year. The first one was the Senior Paint Your Parking event, which went pretty well in my opinion. A lot of seniors in the previous years have been asking for it, but we weren't able to do it. So this year I'm glad we got to do that for them. And then our second event was the decorating hat event. And I feel like that went pretty well in my opinion. And I hope everybody enjoyed it. And I saw some pretty cool hats. And then we have many upcoming events coming soon, but our next event will be Cookies and Cocoa. And we will have cookies, hot cocoa, we will have a movie playing, we will have a whole bunch of games. So hopefully you got your dues in so you can attend that event. I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
On to this week's silent film.
As we mentioned earlier, today is Toys for Tots Pep Rally. Samaya spoke with Miss Klink to learn more about the event.
Hi, I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're going to be talking about Toys for Tots and this Friday's pep rally.
So this is our year. Last year, we lost the Toys for Tot Challenge by 79 toys. 79! So we are going to do it this year. We're going to beat last year's record, and we are going to win the Polk County High School Toys for Tot contest. So that's what we're hoping to do. So we're trying to get excited about toys. We have a pep rally coming up. The cost to get in is a toy or $3. We have about 200 toys right now. We really need another 650. We're super stoked about the pep rally. We're gonna have inflatables, staff versus students. So if you would like to be inside an inflatable and do an obstacle course, let me know. The cost is 3 toys or $5. Trying to think what else. You'll be out your 7th period. It's a full pep rally. We're also going to have the band, the step team. We're going to be table surfing. And I believe the table surfers could be the basketball team, boys basketball team versus the boys baseball team. More to come on that. But if you would like to be a surfer, look up table surfing on YouTube and you'll see. I guess Ridge did it a couple of years ago. It looks like a ton of fun. Just come see me if you have any questions, if you want to give a toy, if you want to give money. I will be at all lunches. I will be at breakfast every morning. You'll get a wristband Friday morning. We just want everyone to come out and be a part of it and celebrate and listen to holiday music and be excited to go into the holidays.
This Friday, we are going to be having our Toys for Tots pep rally, and we really encourage you to donate toys to either come to the pep rally or to participate in the pep rally. It's going to be really fun, and it goes along with our Spirit Week, so you guys should come out and support.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News signing out.
Today is Friday, December 27th. If today is your birthday, you were born on National Fruitcake Day. You share a birthday with Walker Hayes, and on this day back in history, in 1968, Apollo 8 returned to Earth after the historic 6-day journey, which was first manned mission to Moon. Apollo 8 astronauts became the first to ever orbit the Moon. If today is your birthday, happy birthday.
Class of 2025, now is the time to make sure you order your cap and gowns so you are ready for graduation on May 22nd. Please go to harrodjones.com for ordering information.
Broncos, please remember if you have laptop issues, you don't need to wait for the network manager's drop-in hours. You can always leave your laptop in the cart at the front of the media center.
Today's ACT word of the day is evoke, which means to draw forth or call up. Horror movies are great at evoking fear.
The Bronco Theater proudly presents Anastasia the Musical on April 4th and 5th. Get your tickets today from Hometown Ticketing section of the DHS website.
Baseball arm care conditioning will begin on January 6th at 2:30 at the baseball field. The first official day of trials will begin on January 13th at 2:30 p.m. You must be cleared and activated before you can participate. If you have any questions, please see Coach Stevens.
Today is Tuesday, January 14th. If today is your birthday, you were born on National Dress Up Your Pet Day. You share a birthday with Jason Bateman, and on this day back in history, in 1784, the Continental Congress ratified the Treaty of Paris, ending the American Revolution. If today is your birthday, happy birthday.
Class of 2025, now is the time to make sure you order your cap and gown so that you're ready for graduation on May 22nd. Please go to harrodjones.com for ordering information.
Broncos, please remember if you have laptop issues, you don't need to wait for the network manager's hours to drop in. You can always leave your laptop at the cart in the front of the media center.
Attention students going on the trip to Italy. There will be a mandatory meeting tomorrow at 6 p.m. in the College and Career Room. Please see Ms. Ramos Santos or Ms. Muniz with any questions.
Are you looking for some extra support with your schoolwork, or do you just want some extra help with your homework? Then come to the Media Center every Tuesday and Thursday from 2:05 until 3:30 for tutoring. Please see Mr. Desimone with any questions.
Attention seniors, during your English classes this week, you will be submitting your senior quotes and voting on your senior superlatives. Please message DHS Yearbooks and Instagram or email Jasmine or Mr. Moody with any questions.
Congratulations to the fine arts students who were featured this past weekend at the opening transcendence at the Ashley Gibson Barnett Museum of Art. The exhibit runs through February. Congratulations Audrey Anderson, Brian Cano Escobar, Willow DeTerra, Marisol Endenhauer, Melody Figueroa Silva, Evelyn Flatch, Elizabeth Hernandez, Genesis Jamies Gordilio, Jillian Jost, Jonan King, Eden Laura, Ariana Martinez Lina, Ander Morales, Lily Lay, Diana Roman, Sofia Rosado, Caitlin Streck, Aiden Tevius, Xavier Vasquez Rivera, and Fabian Velteni.
Today's ACT word of the day is eccentric, meaning peculiar or odd, deviating from the norm.
She is a little eccentric, but still fun to be around.
The Bronco Theater proudly presents Anastasia the Musical on April 4th and 5th. Get your tickets today on the hometown ticketing section of the DHS website.
Please make sure you are checking focus for your obligations and take care of them before it's too late to attend events like prom. Also, if you have a dress code violation, please make sure you pick up that item which was in violation and exchange it with the item you borrowed from the discipline office by Friday. Any clothing not picked up Friday will be donated to Goodwill. The Media Center's next book discussion will take place on Thursday, January 23rd, and will feature the book The Down Woods by Emily Lloyd Jones. Please see Ms. Hoffman with any questions.
On to Broncos sports. On Friday night, the boys basketball team traveled to the Haines City to take on the Haines City Hornets. The Broncos would come away with a 72-59 victory and will be back in action tonight as they host the Discovery Spartans.
On Friday night, the girls' soccer team defeated the Bartow Yellow Jackets 2-1. They are back in action tonight when they travel to Winter Haven to take on the Blue Devils.
On Thursday night, the girls' basketball team is back in action tonight when they travel to Victory Christian Academy. The boys' soccer team is back on the road tonight when they travel to the Point Siena to take on the Eagles.
Baseball practice continues today at 2:30 p.m. You must be clear to activate before you can participate. If you have any questions, please see Coach Stevens.
Softball practice is today from 2:30 until 4:30.
Any Broncos who are interested in playing tennis should meet at the tennis court after school today at 2:30 p.m. If you have any questions, please see Coach Safai.
There will be a track and field parent meeting on Thursday in the Broncateria at 3 p.m. Please see Ms. Hoke with any questions.
The boys weightlifting team will be having their tryouts this week in the weight room after school. Please see Coach Dobin with any questions.
Recently, Davenport High School celebrated their AB Honor Roll students. Samaya has more information on the celebration.
Hi, I'm Samaya with the BB News, and today we're learning more about honor roll celebrations.
Today we are set up for the A, straight A, and AB honor roll. So if you made straight A's for the entire semester, which is an awesome feat, you get pizza and ice cream. What's better than that? If you got straight A's for second quarter, you will receive ice cream. If you made the AB honor roll, we're still super proud of you and want to celebrate you. You get popcorn. We want everyone to continue to aspire to get better grades, and we celebrate with you today. So congratulations to everyone who made the honor roll.
Got a AB honor roll and I got this really delicious popcorn for it, and I feel really good about myself. Thank you all so much for this treat. And I'm really looking forward to graduate this year. Go Broncos!
And I got pizza and ice cream for getting all A's this semester, the last semester. And I'm just proud of everyone that got all A's and was able to get this treat today. And if you didn't, just keep working hard and one day you'll get it.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Good morning and welcome to the Broncos Broadcasting Network. I'm Samaya.
And I'm Ashley. On today's broadcast, we have this week's book trailer.
BBN News begins now. Today is Tuesday, February 4th. If today's your birthday, you were born on National Homemade Soup Day. You share birthday with Gavin DeGraw, and on this day in history, back in 2004, Mark Zuckerberg launched the Facebook, which was originally a social media website for students at Harvard only. In its first 24 hours, over 1,000 Harvard students registered. If today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Are you looking for some extra support with your schoolwork, or do you just want some extra help with your homework? Then come by the Media Center every Tuesday and Thursday from 2:05 until 3:30 for tutoring. Please see Mr. DeZimone with any questions.
Key Club is holding a sock drive. Please donate your new, unused socks, which will be delivered to local shelters and nursing homes. The drive will run until February 21st.
The Davenport High School Fashion Department will hold their annual fashion show on Friday, March 7th. Ticketing information will be available soon.
Prom tickets are on sale now. Old Hollywood will take place at Disney's Boardwalk Resort on Saturday, March 29th. Tickets are on sale now through hometown ticketing on the DHS website and are now $85. And the price will increase again on Valentine's Day. Don't delay. Get your prom tickets today.
There will be no refunds or exchanges. Tickets are available to juniors and seniors only, but those students may take a guest of any grade level. Each person attending will need their own separate ticket. Outside guests must have a signed form that can be obtained in the folder outside at Miss MJ's classroom in Building 3, Room 115.
Dress code will be strictly enforced, and students cannot have any disciplinary issues since January 22nd and must be up to date with all their obligations.
Any student who has more than 10 unexcused tardies or more than 5 unexcused absences since February 3rd will not be allowed to attend prom. This includes arriving to first period.
Students who do not meet the requirements but purchase a ticket anyway will not be able to attend and will not be issued a refund.
Today's ACT word of the day is melodramatic, meaning extravagant or exaggerated. The melodramatic play was well liked by the audience.
The Bronco Theater proudly presents Anastasia, the musical, on April 4th and 5th. Get your tickets today on the hometown ticketing section of the DHS website.
Attention class of 2025. Have you already been accepted to a college or university? Have you been offered a grant or scholarship? Then please bring in a copy of your acceptance letters and scholarship awards to Ms. Hoke.
Davenport High School will hold their annual college and career fair on February 12th from 8 until 10 a.m. Please see Ms. Klink with any questions.
The Sunshine Foundation will be hosting their annual spring fair on March 8th from 11 until 2 on the Sunshine Foundation Dream Village. Come dressed as your favorite princess or superhero character.
On to Broncos sports. Our boys baseball team will travel to Bartow tonight to take on the Santa Fe Catholic Hawks at 7 p.m.
The boys weightlifting team will host the Ridgeview Global on Wednesday. Good luck to all of our athletes.
Boys volleyball trials begin today and will run through Thursday from 4 until 6:30 p.m. You must be cleared and activated in order to try out. If you have any questions, please see Coach George.
On to this week's Teacher Spotlight.
Hi, I'm Samaya with the BB News, and today we're spotlighting Ms. Tribble and talking to some of her students.
All right, so why do I teach at DHS? The reason that I teach at DHS is first, because this is where God put me. Secondly, the reason that I teach at this level is that has been my drive. Since I was in my bachelor's program, I was initially going for counseling. I wanted to do family and couples counseling. And in doing that, halfway through my program, I realized I didn't have the right personality to take on the practice of psychology. That I, as an empath, don't need to go anywhere near that because I tend to take on the weight of the world's problems as my own, and I try to fix it. And if I can't and someone's not listening to me, that would really cause me a problem. So I geared it towards wanting to teach. Furthering through my program is when I realized that if I had someone explain the things to me that I have learned throughout my studying of psychology when I was younger, that maybe I would have made some different choices throughout life and had a better outcome in some of the circumstances I found myself in. Life happens to all of us, right? And so for me, it's a drive, a calling that I want to share with you guys, the kids of our school, these things that I didn't have anybody tell me, let alone an adult, right? In an effort to help you guys pave the way to be successful, healthy, and resilient students facing life. And if you are in a good place mentally, then you are set up for success in general.
The most impactful thing she's told me is probably when she would have one-on-one conversations with me. She would usually get down to earth with me, and since she's also an empath, she's told me very life-changing advice, if that makes sense. And it really just feels close because she'll tell me not to be a pushover as much because that's something that she's struggled with and something that I can struggle with, and I just feel like it's very impactful for me personally.
The most impactful thing she's told me is that at the beginning of every single semester, every single time she has a new class, she states whenever teachers are like, oh, you have to earn my respect, she does not believe in that. She believes in that we have her respect unless we show her that we can't have her respect.
That's really hard because she says so many things to just encourage us, especially at AT meets, but also just as a person. She wants the best for us always.
So how is it that I connect with students on a deeper level? For me, I feel like you guys would have to be the one that actually answers that question. But the way that I look at it, I feel like you guys see teachers as people who can't relate to you. That you guys tend to see my first experience in teaching, my first full year of having a class of my own, I taught at the Real Academy. And I found that a lot of the kids there looked at us teachers as if we were like superior to them, like we were looking down on them, like they could never achieve what we've achieved because we went to college or we did whatever. And that's not the case. You don't know your teacher's life. You don't know what your teacher has experienced. So don't make that judgment call. For me, I lost my mother at 5 years old to drug addiction. I lost my biological father at 18 months old to a brain tumor, was adopted and raised by my maternal grandparents. I have experienced so many things in life along the way of loss, but yet somehow I have been able to still push through. And I feel like if I can share that with my students, if I can share that with the students here at DHS, that it will help them see that, one, we're not much different than you. We've been there, done that, got the scars to prove it. But two, that we're a lot more relatable. If we're relatable to one another, then it builds a better, conducive learning environment.
Miss Tribble is more than just a teacher to me because I felt closer to her than any of my teachers in the past. And I just feel like there was always a connection from the start I took her class to the very end of it. I just feel like she's very outgoing and she gets close to students when she feels it's necessary.
Miss Tribble is more than just a teacher to me because when I first started out in the school in 9th grade, I joined the softball team and she was the coach of the softball team. And over time, we just got a lot closer and she's felt like a mom to me ever since. She's always been so loving towards me.
Miss Tribble is more than just a teacher because she's really just like a mother. She's there if you need someone to talk to. She's there to support you. And she just has a very motherly vibe.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
During the month of February, we celebrate Black History Month. Samaya talks to some of our members at the DHS community about the importance of Black History Month.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're talking about the importance of Black History Month.
To me, Black History Month is important because I feel like everyone needs to have the opportunity to learn about their culture and background. With African Americans, especially with a lot not knowing where their ancestors come from, we definitely appreciate a month where we can just celebrate being us. A lot of our culture is used, not just here in America, but outside of America. And I think that's just something that we should be proud of. And everybody gets to learn just a little bit more about African Americans.
Black History Month is very important to me because me being in the generation I am right now, I wouldn't be here without what they did back then, and also paints a picture about what blacks went through to get to the point where I, like me being foreign from Panama, learning about Black history was a big thing because I didn't know much about it. And I think it's good for us to understand what they did because it can pave more of a path for future generations from now on about the history of Black History Month.
I think Black History Month is important because it recognizes the accomplishments of a lot of Black people and also the struggles we've gone through many, many years from now to time.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Today is Thursday, February 13th. If today is your birthday, you were born on Valentine's Day. You share a birthday with Robbie Williams, and on this day in history, back in 2000, the last Peanuts comic strip was published in the newspaper just hours after the death of Peanuts creator Charlie Schulz. If today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Key Club is holding a sock drive. Please donate your new unused socks, which will be delivered to local shelters and nursing homes. You can drop off your socks to either Miss Bonilla or Monsieur Maldonado's room. The drive will run until the end of February.
The Davenport High School's fashion department will hold their annual fashion show on Friday, March 7th. You can purchase your tickets for $10 on the hometown ticketing section on the DHS website.
Prom tickets are on sale now. Old Hollywood will take place at Disney's Boardwalk Resort on Saturday, March 29th. Tickets are on sale now through hometown ticketing on the DHS website and are now $85, and the price will increase again tomorrow. Don't delay and get your prom tickets today.
There will be no refunds or exchanges. Tickets are available to juniors or seniors only, but those students may take a guest of any grade level. Each person attending will need their own separate ticket. Outside guests must have a signed form that can be obtained in a folder outside of Ms. MJ's classroom in Building 3, Room 115.
Dress code will be strictly enforced, and students cannot have any disciplinary issues since January 22nd and must be up to date with all of their obligations.
Any student who has more than 10 unexcused tardies or more than 5 unexcused absences since February 3rd will not be allowed to attend prom. This includes arriving to first period.
Students who do not meet the requirements but purchase a ticket anyways will not be able to attend and will not be issued a refund.
Class of 2025, your last day to order cap and gowns is Friday, March 14th. Please visit the Senior Information Portal on the DHS website for more information.
Our Media Center will have 2 events coming up. Tomorrow, the annual Speed Date with the Book will occur when all of our bachelors and bachelorettes will be guaranteed a date with the book that is. No previous dating experience is required.
And the Media Center's next book discussion will be a week from today and will be on the book The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. Please see Ms. Hoffman with any questions.
Today's ACT word of the day is adversarial, which means relating to or hostile opposition. An adversarial attitude will cause you to have many enemies in life.
The Bronco Theater proudly presents Anastasia the Musical on April 4th and 5th. Get your tickets today on the hometown ticketing section of the DHS website.
Attention class of 2025. Have you already been accepted to a college or university? Have you been offered a scholarship or grant? Then please bring in a copy of your acceptance letters and scholarship awards to Ms. Hoke.
The Sunshine Foundation will be hosting their annual spring fair on March 8th from 11th until 2 at the Sunshine Foundation Dream Village. Come dressed as your favorite princess or superhero character.
This week, Ladies Quest will be holding a Random Acts of Kindness week to welcome Valentine's Day. Today, you were to perform 3 random acts of kindness, and tomorrow wraps up the week with giving a gift to someone special because it is Valentine's Day. Be sure to tag Ladies Quest on Instagram with your Random Acts of Kindness post for an entry into their raffle.
Are you planning on attending Polk State College in the fall? Then you can meet with the Polk State representative a week from today to assist with the application process. Please reserve your spot by signing up in guidance by Tuesday. See Ms. Thompson with any questions.
Congratulations to Cadet Jimenez and Cadet Tamimi, who have qualified for the Regional JROTC Rifle Competition, which will be in Anniston, Alabama. They were in the top 20 of our 341 cadets that competed from Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, and the Carolinas and Tennessee. Please congratulate them when you see them in the halls.
Attention seniors, would you still like a college scholarship? Here are 3 for you to choose from. The Bailey Family Foundation is a $20,000 scholarship and has a deadline of February 28th. The Horatio Alger Association has a scholarship up to $25,000 and is due by March 1st. And the DSA alumni has a $1,000 scholarship for those who attend DSA. Please see Ms. Thompson in guidance with any questions.
On to Broncos sports. The girls softball team had their season opener on Tuesday night when they hit the road to face the South Lake Eagles. Just like the boys on Monday, the Broncos began the game with 2 runs in the first inning, but the Eagles came soaring back to win 7-4. The girls have their next home opener on Tuesday when they host the Avon Park Red Devils. First pitch is at 7:30.
The boys baseball team is back in action tonight when they travel to Lakeland to face the Victory Christian Academy Storm. The first pitch is at 7 p.m.
Our girls flag football team has their first preseason games tomorrow as they spend Valentine's Day in Tampa at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers flag football kickoff. The girls will play West Orange at 4:30 and Boone at 6.
Our track and field teams will have their first meet on Saturday when they travel to George Dickens for the Bob English Invitational at 8 a.m. Good luck to all our athletes. Tomorrow, seniors who have paid their senior dues will attend the next senior event. I talked to Mr. Moody and a senior about the senior carnival.
Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine Acosta. I'm your senior secretary and I have an announcement from the senior officers. This Friday, Valentine's Day, during second and third period, we will have an indoor carnival for our seniors. There will be games and chance of prizes, and we, the senior officers, wanted to bring this back because last year the last officers had this event, and the seniors who attended really enjoyed it and had a lot of fun, and we just wanted to bring this opportunity to you guys.
Hi, Mr. Moody, and I'm just sharing with you guys what's going on for our last senior event. Our senior dues event is this Friday, February 14th, and it's a senior carnival. So the seniors are going to have a chance to come in, play some carnival games, and win some carnival prizes that they can wear around campus and kind of just enjoy their last few months here at Davenport High School. We'll also be announcing the winners of our senior superlatives. As seniors put in their senior quotes, they were asked to vote on seniors that they thought would fit each of the categories for the superlatives. And so each of those seniors will be receiving a certificate for their superlative, and we'll get to know who won all of those superlatives. And I think that there are close to 25, a female and male winner of both of each of those categories. And so this is our last senior event for the senior dues. We do have one more event coming up, and it's one that all seniors are invited to. On our last day, we'll have the senior sunrise. So we'll meet out at the football field the very last day of the year. We have a special surprise for seniors to partake in because they're going to get to say goodbye to the entire school, and then of course spend that last sunrise here at Davenport High School before they go off and they get to be a part of graduation.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Today is Tuesday, February 25th. If today's your birthday, you were born on National Clam Chowder Day. You share a birthday with Rashada Jones, and on this day back in history in 1913, the 16th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution went into effect, which permitted federal tax income. If today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Key Club is holding a sock drive. Please donate your new and used socks, which will be delivered to local shelters and nursing homes. You can drop off your socks in either Miss Bonilla or Monsieur Maldonado's room. The drive will run until the end of the week.
The Davenport High School Fashion Department will hold their annual fashion show next Friday, March 7th. You can purchase your tickets for $10 on the hometown ticketing section of the DHS website.
Prom tickets are on sale now. Old Hollywood will take place at Disney's Boardwalk Resort on Saturday, March 29th. Tickets are on sale now through hometown ticketing on the DHS website and are now $95 until next Friday, March 7th, or tickets sell out. Don't delay, get your prom tickets today.
There will be no refunds or exchanges. Tickets are available to juniors and seniors only, but those students may take a guest of any grade level. Each person attending will need their own separate ticket. Outside guests must have a signed form that can be obtained in the folder outside Miss MJ's classroom in Building 3, Room 115.
Dress code will be strictly enforced, and students cannot have any disciplinary issues since January 22nd and must be up to date with all of their obligations.
Any student who has more than 10 unexcused tardies or more than 5 unexcused absences since February 3rd will not be allowed to attend prom. That includes arriving to first period.
Students who do not meet the requirements but purchase a ticket anyway will not be able to attend and will not be issued a refund.
Are you interested in running for prom king or queen? To be eligible, you must be a senior and be nominated by a club, sport, or an elective class. You cannot have any disciplinary action during your senior year and cannot have run for homecoming king or queen. Please check the DHS prom page on Instagram for more information.
Class of 2025, your graduation day is just 86 days away. Now is the time to get ready with your cap and gowns, as the last day to order cap and gowns is Friday, March 14th. Please visit the Senior Information Portal on the DHS website for more information.
Attention seniors, your grad bash tickets are on sale now. On Saturday, May 10th, our seniors will take over the Magic Kingdom. The tickets include a breakfast meal ticket and a meal ticket for either lunch or dinner. Purchase your tickets today on the hometown ticketing section of the DHS website and see Mr. Moody with any questions.
Today's ACT word of the day is consensus, which means an overall agreement. After weeks of debating, the panel finally came to a consensus.
The Bronco Theater Department proudly presents Anastasia the Musical on April 4th and 5th. Get your tickets today on the hometown ticketing website section of the DHS website.
Attention class of 2025. Have you already been accepted into a college or university? Have you been offered a scholarship or grant? Then please bring in a copy of your acceptance letter and scholarship awards to Ms. Hoke.
The Sunshine Foundation will be hosting their annual spring fair on March 8th from 11 until 2 at the Sunshine Foundation Dream Village. Come dressed as either your favorite princess or superhero character.
In honor of Black History Month, Davenport High School will be having a Spirit Week this week. Today was I Have a Dream, and you dress up as your dream job or a famous Black American you admire. Tomorrow is Heritage Day, where you'll wear clothing that represents your heritage. Please remember there will be a daily winner for best dress, and there will be zero tolerance for inappropriate participation. Please see Ms. Hoke with any questions.
Are you planning on attending Polk State College in the fall? Then you can meet with a Polk State representative on Thursday to assist with the application process. Please see Ms. Thompson to sign up with any questions.
Attention seniors, would you still like a college scholarship? Here are 3 for you to choose from. The Bailey Family Foundation is a $20,000 scholarship and has a deadline of this Friday. The Horatio Auger Association has a scholarship up to $25,000 and is due by Saturday. And the DSA alumni has a $1,000 scholarship for those who attended DSA. Please see Ms. Thompson and guidance with any questions.
Attention seniors, make sure you are checking your email as Ms. Thompson has invited you to a webinar later today for assistance with FAFSA. On to Broncos sports. Our baseball team has continued their winning streak on Friday when they defeated Waukeva by a score of 9-8 on a walk-off squeeze by Jacob Bishop. The boys are back in action tonight when they travel to South Lake. First pitch is at 7 p.m.
On Saturday, our boys and girls track team competed at the Titan Invitation at Tenor Rock. Our girls 4x800 meter and 4x100 meter relay teams came in first. Ari Neal came in second in the 400 meter hurdles in her first time competing in the javelin. Josephine Redgrave came in fifth. Our track and field teams will have their next meet on Saturday when they travel to Winter Haven for the Blue Devils. Invitational at 8 a.m.
Our girls softball team is back on the road on Thursday when they travel to St. Cloud. First pitch is at 7:15 p.m.
The girls flag football team will travel to Okasi tonight to battle the Knights. First snap is at 7 p.m.
The boys weightlifting team hosts the Ridge in New Dimensions on Wednesday at 3:30.
The tennis team will host the Poinciana Eagles on Thursday at 3 p.m.
Our boys volleyball team will be in the preseason tournament in Lake Wales on Saturday. Good luck to all of our athletes.
Our annual Staff and Students basketball game will take place on Thursday, March 13th. It will cost $5 to watch and $10 to play. Get your tickets now before they sell out on the hometown ticketing section of the DHS website.
Prom is right around the corner, and on Friday, students will be voting for prom king and queen. Samai talks to some of the students about the process of becoming king or queen.
Hi, I'm Samai with the BBN News, and today we're talking about running for prom court.
Okay, so to run for prom king and queen, you need to run with your club. So you would run as a boy and a girl, and if there isn't a boy and a girl in your club, then you can run with another club. So say cheerleaders, there's no boys in cheerleading, you can run with someone from a football team, and then you guys can run together. But you have to vote as a club on who you want in your team. And then you can check the DHS prom page, Instagram, for any updates on prom ticketing, on getting guests in, because you need to buy 2 tickets for guests, and they will be found outside 03115, which is the dance room.
Yeah, I'm running for prom king because I feel like I've been doing a lot for the school. I've been participating in fine arts for all the 4 years I've been here. I did sports for the first 2, played football and tennis, did a little track too. And yeah, it's just I really love the school. I've been here just busting it out. You know, I leave school like 5 o'clock every day. So I love this place. Big Bronco. Ugh.
I want to run for prom queen because it's like something I've always wanted to do. I wanted to run for homecoming queen, but I was like, I think prom would be more my speed, and it would give me more time to like plan everything out and make my campaign worthwhile. I also have been a cheer captain for like 2 years of my high school life, and a varsity cheerleader for 4 years. And I just really feel like I have the charisma and the passion to go into being a prom queen, along with, I just really like the school. So yeah.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Today is Friday, March 21st. If today is your birthday, you were born on National Memory Day. You share a birthday with Jace Norman, and on this day back in history, in 1965, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. began the march from Selma to Montgomery. Over 30 3,200 civil rights demonstrators made the march. If today is your birthday, happy birthday.
Seniors, Grab Bash tickets are on sale now and going fast. On Saturday, May 10th, our seniors will take over the Magic Kingdom. Your ticket includes a meal ticket for breakfast and a meal ticket for either lunch or dinner. Purchase your tickets before Tuesday's deadline on hometown ticketing section of the DHS website. And see Mr. Moody for any questions.
Do you want to run for student government? Then sign up to run for SGA and class officer positions for the 2025-2026 school year. Applications can be picked up during lunches or in room 249A and are due by March 31st.
Today's ACT word of the day is common, which means occurring frequently or shared. It's very common for students to feel stressed before exams.
The Bronco Theater proudly presents Anastasia the Musical on April 4th and 5th. Get your tickets today on the hometown ticketing section of the DHS website.
Attention class of 2025, have you already been accepted to a college or university? Have you been offered a scholarship or grant? And please bring in a copy of your acceptance letters and scholarship awards to Ms. Hoke.
The Media Center's next book discussion will be on the book Promise Boys by Nick Brooks and will take place on Thursday. Please see Ms. Hoffman with more questions.
Please remember, the Media Center will be closed between 10 and 10:25 daily.
Are you interested in taking dual enrollment? Then make sure you have registered to take the PERT exam. Head to your class Schoology course and register by Monday for the exam, which will take place on March 31st. Please see Ms. Thompson in guidance with any questions.
Do you know an 8th grader that will be attending Davenport High School next year? Then make sure they attend our Mission Transition Night on Monday, April 7th from 5:30 to 7:30. They will be able to tour classrooms and learn what DHS has to offer.
On to Bronco sports. Before break, our boys volleyball team continued their hot streak when they defeated the Frostproof Bulldogs 3-1 and continued their undefeated season.
On to this week's academic instructional video.
Hey everyone, today we're diving into some super important topics, health and wellness. High school can be stressful, so it's crucial to take care of your body and mind. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about mental health. It's normal to feel stressed or anxious sometimes, but it's important to find ways to manage those feelings. Here are a few tips. Practice mindfulness. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breathing. Apps like Headspace or Calm can guide you through short meditation sessions. Stay connected. Talk to friends and family about how you're feeling. Sometimes just sharing your thoughts can make a big difference. Seek help. If you're feeling overwhelmed, don't hesitate to reach out to a counselor or mental health professional. Next, let's talk about nutrition. What you eat has a big impact on how you feel. Here are some tips for eating well. Balanced diet. Make sure you're getting a mix of fruits and vegetables, proteins, and whole grains. Try to avoid too much junk food. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Sometimes we mistake thirst for hunger. Healthy snacks. Keep healthy snacks like nuts, yogurts, or fruits on hand when you get hungry between meals. Now let's move on to physical fitness. Staying active is key to feeling good and managing stress. Here are some ways to get moving. Find an activity for you to enjoy. Whether it's running, dancing, playing a sport, or even just walking your dog, find something that gets you excited to move. Set goals. Start with small, achievable goals, like a 10-minute walk each day, and gradually increase your activity level. Stay consistent. Try to make physical activity a regular part of your routine. Even short bursts of exercise can make a big difference. And finally, don't forget about sleep. Getting enough rest is crucial for your overall health. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Avoid screens before bed and do something relaxing, like reading or listening to music. Make your sleep environment comfortable. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. That's it for today's health and wellness tips. Remember, taking care of yourself is the best way to handle the challenges of high school. Go Broncos!
Are you ever reading and come across a word you might not know? On this week's academic instructional video, we introduce you to context clues.
This book seems interesting. I don't understand this word's meaning. I just wish there was something I could do to help me. Hi, Samaya. Hi. What are you doing? Reading this hard book. This hard? I just don't understand this word.
That word? I think we should use a sentence to help us figure out what the word means and use the context clues around the word. And by using the context clues around the word, death and decapitated point out that grotesque might mean deformed or gruesome. I hope that helped.
Thank you, Fred. I don't know what the word grotesque means, but I can always use context clues to figure out the word.
Yes! See you in second period.
We mentioned earlier that National Honor Society will have their induction ceremony on Thursday. Samaya has more information on that event and the rehearsal.
Hi, I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're learning more about the NHS induction ceremony.
On April 17th, we are going to have our NHS induction, which is for first-year members into the NHS program for 10 to 12th graders. This is an important ceremony as it shows that these students have met the initial conditions to be enrolled or part of NHS with GPA, schoolwork, community service, stuff like that. It's a formal event where these students get to be celebrated for their hard work and dedication to the school and community through their grades. We get to honor these students with a certificate in the ceremony. And really their parents get to see all their work that they've done throughout the year.
Thursday, April 17th, we will be having our NHS induction ceremony, and that means that all our new members this year who joined NHS will come and they'll be recognized for their participation with NHS this year. So it's just a good ceremony for them. We encourage everybody to come out and support them as they're being recognized, and the event starts at 7 p.m. in the PAC.
I think the NHS ceremony is really important for all the new members come to be inducted because it helps you feel more a part of NHS besides just going to the meetings. You get your certificate, you get to sign your name in the book, and I think it's just really important because then you get to see like the community NHS really is.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
On March 29th, Davenport High School held their Old Hollywood prom at the Disney Boardwalk Resort. Samaya talked to some of our Broncos about their experience.
I really enjoyed prom. I thought the area was super pretty, boardwalk. The area was pretty. The hall that we had was huge, and there was 2 separate halls, one for pictures and one for like the dancing. And I thought that was very organized. So then there was it was not crowded like at all. The food was also yummy, and I'm on the prom committee, so I had fun setting up first thing in the morning. It was like fun like to get together to like work on this prom event. That was really fun.
Okay, so prom was really good. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm on the prom committee, so a lot of planning went into it. And like months ahead, we planned food, the events, and everything that goes into it. All of the little things that you think about are really handled by MJ, which is our sponsor, and she made that happen. And one thing that I thought was really good was the voting, that we got to vote on what prom theme that we did, and I thought that was really good, and I enjoyed it, and I hope everybody else did too.
Prom was really good for me. I had a great time. I won Prom King for 2024-2025 school year. One of my favorite things about campaigning was meeting the new people around campus. I went with Ashley to prom, and I went to go eat afterwards. I would say that everyone was dressed well. I liked the music. I liked the DJ. Yeah, prom was just a good time.
Hi, I did go to the most recent prom, and I won prom queen with my friend Trenton, as he won prom king. The things I did, me and my mom, we have made batches and batches of cookies with, our little names and our stickers and stuff, and we handed them out to people. Mostly my friends and some other strangers I've never met before, and including lollipops too. I'm not sure. I think Trent also passed out chips and stuff, so that was like a way to really gain our popularity through it. And running with Trent was actually really, really fun. I think even with the other people running, we just all had a good time together, and we all supported each other regardless. And yeah, I would say prom, my experience with prom was definitely fun. The decorations were great. The music was great. The DJ was great. My dress was amazing. Everybody looked good. So I think I had like a really good experience. Yeah.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Today is Monday, May 5th. If today's your birthday, you were born on National Hoagie Day. You share a birthday with Adele, and on this day back in history in 1961, Alan Shepard Jr. made a 15-minute suborbital flight in the Freedom 7 spacecraft, becoming the first United States astronaut to travel in space. If today is your birthday, happy birthday.
Do you have any books from the Media Center still at home, in your bag, or in your car? Then please make sure you return them as soon as possible. Seniors, all of your books must be in by tomorrow, and underclassmen, all of your books must be in by next Friday. Please see Ms. Hoffman with any questions.
It's May. We know what that means. It's testing all the time. Freshmen, you are on the clock, and Wednesday you will be taking the FAST PM3 exam. Please see your English teacher with any questions.
AP Chemistry, you will be taking your AP exam tomorrow at 8 a.m. and AP Government, your AP exam is at noon. Please remember, if you are scheduled for a PM session of your AP testing, you must have your own transportation home, as you will not be able to leave the testing location until after 3 p.m.
And with testing, our school schedules has been shifted slightly. Today and next Monday will be an even block day. Your odd block days will stay on Wednesday.
Do you want to be an author, game creator, or a content creator? Then you should sign up for creative writing. We are looking for students who are interested in taking a creative writing course next year. Please scan the QR code and complete the survey.
Seniors, laptop collection begins this week. If you have AP testing, you will not turn in your device and charger until after you finish taking all your AP tests, because all AP tests will require a laptop. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Pringle.
Dr. Miles Dozier's class are collecting bottle caps and used flip-flops to be used in a recycle art display for the school. If you have any bottle caps or any used flip-flops you wish to donate, please bring them to her room 176G. Today's ACT word of the day is counterproductive, meaning hindering the achievement of a goal. Josh's idea to take a shortcut was ultimately counterproductive, as it took us twice as long to get to the mall.
Seniors, we have a number of announcements that apply to you. Please remember it is against district policy to decorate your graduation cap in any way, shape, or form. If you arrive at the RP Funding Center with a decorated cap, you will be required to purchase a new one in order to walk.
We invite you to head to the senior selfie spot, past guidance, to take one last selfie as a Bronco. This spot will be up until May 13th, and when you post to social media, please use the hashtag BroncosOut2025.
Your final event dates on campus have been announced.
Your last day attending classes is a week from today, and your senior awards will take place in the PAC on May 14th. This is by invitation only.
You will have mandatory graduation practice on May 21st at 8 a.m. in the gym. Please arrive to campus on time.
Then the main event, your graduation, May 22nd. Doors will open at the RP Funding Center at 5:30 p.m. Please make sure you arrive by 6:30. You will receive your 6 graduation tickets at your graduation practice on May 21st.
If you need help with your college application, FAFSA application, Bright Futures, or sending transcripts, then meet with Ms. Thompson during lunches in the College and Career Room.
You will be able to pick up your yearbook and see your dues package this week in the Broncos Terrier during lunch. Please see Mr. Moody with any questions.
It's our last full week on campus with the seniors, so it's time for the Seniors Only Spirit Week. Today was Future Day, and tomorrow you'll dress like your birth year.
On that last day of school for seniors in just a week, you should arrive to school by 6 a.m. so you can take in one last sunrise with your graduation class. There will be snacks, drinks, and will be one more chance to say goodbye. This event will take place at the football field and is open to all seniors.
Polk County Schools proudly presents Something Rotten Jr., an all-county musical with performances on June 6th and 7th in the DHS Performing Arts Center. Get your tickets today in the hometown ticketing section of the DHS website.
On Wednesday, May 7th, our dance department proudly presents The Power of Movement, their first ever student choreography showcase. The showcase begins at 7 p.m. and tickets are available by scanning the QR code on the screen.
Are you interested in taking a trip to Costa Rica? Then you'll want to attend the information meeting on May 14th at 6:30 p.m. Please see Ms. Turner with any questions.
National Honor Society will have their next meeting tomorrow after school in the Broncos area. Please see Mr. Desheen with any questions.
Are you interested in being a cheerleader at Davenport High School next year? Then you will want to make sure to attend the mandatory cheerleading parent meeting on Wednesday at 6 p.m. They will be discussing tryout dates, fundraising, and going over Activate.
If you want to play sports at DHS, remember you need to have a sports physical on file. Make your life easy and come to campus on Saturday, May 31st, as physicals will be performed on campus. Scan the QR code to register by May 30th at 5 p.m. Pre-registration is required for all student athletes.
This Saturday, our seniors will be invading the Magic Kingdom as part of their Grad Bash celebration. Samaya has more.
Hi, I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're learning more about our senior trip.
I'm a part of the class officer group that helped plan the grad bash. It's going to be really fun. We're going to Disney. We're going to have a Magic Kingdom. We're going to have a great time. And, really just worked hard trying to make this the best for the seniors. We're going to have a great time.
I'm most excited that we're just going to end the school year off with Grad Bash, going to Magic Kingdom, enjoying our day. And I'm glad that we also got food included, get to be a little big bag. And yeah, just have fun with friends and enjoy Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I'm just excited to hang out with all of my friends and stuff at Disney. It's going to be a pretty cool experience, one for the memory books and stuff. I'm just excited, generally, honestly. Like, the tickets were a tad expensive, yes, but I think it's going to be well worth it.
I'm really excited about this year's trip. I've been the senior advisor here at Davenport High School for the past 3 years, and this is the highlight for everybody. The seniors love it, the teachers love it, and we have an awesome time. And so I'm really glad this year the senior government chose Magic Kingdom over SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, and so I think that when everybody gets there, it's going to be an awesome time, and the students were given an opportunity to spend one last day together as a senior class. This year, on the Thursday beforehand, we're having a meeting. The students will get their t-shirt so that they're able to do what they want to the t-shirt and have a little bit of fun with it, figure out who their student groups are, figure out who they're going to hang out with, figure out who their chaperone is, learn all the rules and regulations, of course. It's still a school trip. And then Saturday morning, we're going to get in our yellow limousines and we're going to have a great day at the park. Have some food, have some fun, see some fireworks, and then they're going to come back on Monday for their very last day as seniors. So this is it. This is the capstone on what was an awesome senior year with my seniors.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.
Have a nice day, and thank you for watching.
Thank you for joining us today for Broncos News. I'm Samaya, and I want to thank Jasmine and Ashley for being my partners for the whole 4 years. I want to thank Mr. Shigeris for giving me an opportunity to grow better in this class. And I'm Samaya, class of 2025, signing out.